Yo guys, hope everyone is doing well. I'm in the thoughts corner. In this corner, I normally just tend to sit down and speak a little bit about my mind and things I've been thinking about. And I want to speak a little bit about Bayern Munich and the issues that we are facing. Bayern Munich is one of the biggest clubs in history in football, and honestly, right now we are one of the biggest teams in the world. As you guys probably know, based on my channel, I am a Bayern Munich fan. Been a Bayern Munich fan since I would say 2007. You know, I've mentioned it a lot. Some of you guys might know how I became a Bayern Munich fan. The only thing available in the house was a Eurosport, and there was a period where they used to show Bundesliga matches for free. So I used to watch Bayern Munich, and there was this one particular player called Frank Ribery. I was a huge admirer of football players such as Cristiano Ronaldo, Nani, and Michael Carrick. And especially Ronaldinho, but that was a little bit earlier than the Manchester United guys. So I had this sense of love for Manchester United, but I never really got to watch them when I was younger. So I ended up watching Bayern Munich more and more, and finding out that Frank Ribery was a Muslim. It kind of resonated with me because the other football player that was around back then was Zizou, actually. But he was at the end of his career and he never really came out as a Muslim, unlike Frank Ribery, who actually came out as a Muslim, right? And, I just automatically started supporting them. And ever since then, I've been a Bayern fan. It's a very nice and loving thoughts. But, based on what Frank Ribery has done lately, or the allegations that he's been hit on, I'm going to distance myself. I might remix that. I might remix the story and say, hey, it might be it was another player. But honestly, Bayern Munich, man, I've loved them for so many years. And one issue that I've been seeing a lot with Bundesliga and Bayern Munich in general is the lack of PR, the lack of social media presence that this team has. When they win a game, I don't really see a lot of talk around it, especially from YouTubers. And I get it. A lot of people have this consensus of, Bundesliga is a farmers league. Bayern Munich win every single year. There's no need to tune in. And when Bayer Leverkusen even, had a chance and they actually won, there wasn't even that much coverage. The only time there was some sort of coverage was Bayern Munich versus Bayer Leverkusen. But even then, I remember the coverage wasn't that huge. And I was wondering why people are not speaking about this. Why are people not speaking about Bundesliga? Sure enough, it's a team or a league that is heavily dominated by Bayern Munich based on financial decisions that they made in the 80s. Because Bayern Munich, bear in mind, also were struggling just like a lot of the other Bundesliga teams. If you look at the history, Bayern Munich was a team that was struggling. And they made some financial, decisions that made them become the team that they are now. And I will forever be grateful, because otherwise I would have been in the mud. And also you see other teams, and the problem is that because people also have this assumption of Bayern Munich just buys the entire league once a good player comes up. And I kind of hate this notion, because our best players are not even from the league. We haven't bought that many players from the league lately or recently in general. I think the only player that we bought recently is Ito. He has been injured. Jonathan Tah, but that was because Bayer Leverkusen was quick selling every single player in their squad. And Tom Biskov, which was a player we were kind of linked with a year prior to when we actually bought him. But before then, I can't really recall a player we bought from the league and did bits for us. But if you look at our newer investments and even the older ones, such as Jamal Musiala, you look at, I almost said Leon Goretzka, such as Leroy Sané, Sadio Mane, Luis Diaz, Harry Kane, all our big blockbuster players are not from the league. Of course, sure, Neuer is from the league, Lewandowski is from the league, and Goretzka is from the league. Kimmich, I'm a little bit uncertain where he came from. I think he's not from Bayern Munich, but he's not from, I don't know. But that's besides the point, guys. The point is we are struggling with, having football. Oh my god. I need to see how long I've been speaking actually. 1 second, guys. Oh. The problem is that, when it comes to social media, I don't really see anyone really speak about Bayern Munich. Sure enough, there's probably some German fans that are around that have like a couple of thousand subscribers, but when you're big enough, you would know. Most people will know about you. Maybe I'm not just in tune with the German side of YouTube and the German side of social media because I'm not German, so I probably don't, and I don't understand the language, so obviously I wouldn't really be watching German fans speak about Bayern Munich. But English is a worldwide language, or it's a global language, you could say, a language everyone speaks. And I see that a lot of people don't really have anything to say about Bayern Munich, and there's no really Bayern Munich content creators. And I think we kind of need to stop there. Because you look at the way Bayern Munich's Instagram is and their YouTube channel, and they're pulling views. I think the views from the latest video is like 140,000. And Bayern Munich is pulling in some views, but there's not enough views and traction. And their social media presence is kind of weak. And the results of that, unfortunately, is that when louder fans from other places and other teams, they speak and say what's on their mind, they influence people. So now we have teams such as Liverpool saying that they're bigger than us. We have teams such as Manchester United saying they are bigger than Bayern Munich. This is outrageous. I love Manchester United to some extent. I have love for them. But saying that Manchester United is bigger than Bayern Munich is a disrespect. But, when Manchester United fans are so vocal, and I have friends that do YouTube that are Manchester United fans, and even they have a couple of thousand subscribers. But what I'm just looking and seeing is that this area is so empty. And honestly, if this keeps on going, we're going to just be another... But the thing is, also I just remembered, is that even PSG has a mascot, I guess you could say, in the social media, where I don't really like the guy, but at least there's someone out there. If you think about PSG fans and social media presence, you kind of think of him. I don't remember his name, but there's this one Arab Donny. Real Madrid, same goes there. Barcelona, same there. Juventus, same there. AC Milan, to some extent. Manchester United, several. Arsenal, several. Chelsea, several. The list goes on, especially in the Premier League era or areas. There's a lot of fans. But Bundesliga, the only person I can say is Thiago. And that guy is not really a guy that covers his team. He doesn't really cover Bundesliga. He just covers every team besides Bundesliga. So I think we need to change this, guys. We really need to change this, and we need to act on it. And yeah, maybe you guys can let me know down in the comments down below who is out there that makes Bayern content that I just don't know of. I would love to watch their videos. I would love to tune in. And I'm not saying I am the decision. I'm the changer. I'm not trying to say, oh, I'm that guy. I'm here. No, I don't even think I want to speak about Bayern Munich that much. I'll speak about them if you guys want me to speak about them, but I don't know. I don't know if there's too much to speak about. I mean, I could give you guys in-depth analysis, speak about games before they become a thing, and I can speak about them after the games. But other than that, I don't know. We'll see what I do with Bayern Munich. I'm not speaking about myself. I'm just speaking about just Bundesliga and Bayern Munich in general. This is just a call to Bayern Munich fans, because I really need more content creators to make videos about Bayern Munich, especially Bayern Munich fans. I need their voices heard. I just don't need mine heard. Okay, I'm cool with a couple of people watching me, but I would love to watch a Bayern Munich fan sit down and listen to what they have to say against when we play against Union Berlin, for instance. What does another Bayern Munich fan have to say after we play against Stuttgart, for instance? It doesn't have to be these blockbuster games, but they're cool games as well. I would love to see what Bayern Munich fan has to say when we played against St. Pauli, for instance, because I just hear my own thoughts and I just hear the only thing I watch is my own content when it comes to Bayern Munich. I rewatch my content just to see what I was feeling, but I would love to see other people as well. So yeah, comment down below if there's any Bayern Munich content creators out there that I don't know of, and I would love to watch them. And yeah, if you want to watch some Bayern Munich fan speak football and just talk was, I might be that guy. I don't know yet. We'll see. We shall see. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, probably tomorrow after the Champions League draw, because I have some stuff to say about Bayern Munich then. But yeah, hopefully we get the right side and we get Sporting, we get Bordeaux, and we get Bayer Leverkusen or whoever we are in the draw. I don't remember exactly. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.